So hello guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to learn about the touch and multi-touch in Android application. So user always interact with the application by touching the screen on different location for his desired action. The Android application understand the touch and process this touch and take appropriate action. So in this video we are going to learn how to detect a touch on a particular location on the screen and how to process this touch. And we will also discuss about the multi-touch on the screen as well. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. Guys, it is fairly easy to understand the touch. For this, we have to access the view on which we want to detect the touch and set the touch listener on its view, and finally take the action when the touch is detected on the screen. So in this example project, I will detect the touch on the parent view on the constraint layout on the complete screen. For this, I will delete this button and go to the code mode. Here I only have the parent view, the constraint layout. So one more thing, that I also have declared the ID of the constraint layout as main_layout. So if you are not seeing in your code, you have to define this ID so we can access the main layout easily. Now come to the code, and from here I will delete my previous code we just have discussed in the previous video. Now let's access the main layout, that is the constraint layout. Okay, our layout has been accessed. Now simply set the touch listener on this layout. For this I will select the set on touch listener, and from here new view.ontouchlistener. Select the view.ontouchlistener and press the enter button. Boom, it has defined the touch listener on for this layout, and from here return true. So by defining the true return value, it will forward this touch to appropriate listener. Now let's check either the screen is detecting the touch or not. For this, I will print a log here. And for the moment, select the tag as touch events. And the message will be touch is detected. So this is giving me error. For this I will select the Alt plus enter, and it has imported its class util.log. So now let's select the device and press the play button to compile and flash this application into our device. So let's wait a while until it processes our application. For the moment, let's open the logcat, and we are seeing a lot of logs here. We have to filter the logs for our tag. Our tag is touch events, and simply search this tag into these logs. Now we will receive only the logs related to this touch event tags. Okay guys, our application has been launched, and whenever I click or touch the screen, I am receiving a log touch is detected. So the touch is detected on my screen, my touch is enabled. Now I will also touch a finger on the screen again, and again I am receiving the message touch is detected. So guys, our touch is enabled on the screen. Actually there are a lot of different events being happened when we touch on the screen. Whenever user press a finger on the screen, we receive an event touchdown. And when we lift the finger from the screen, we received touch up. In the same way, when we touch the screen with multiple fingers or the screen is detecting multiple touch, so we are receiving different events in the form of pointers. So in this case, we will receive touch pointers. So let's define those events. To detect these events, we have to define event type is equal to the instance of this motion event. Event dot get action masked. It will return the type of event being detected on the screen. Now let's define different event type. Motion event dot action up. And before that, we will define action down button. So whenever a user press the screen, we will receive action down. And when he lifts the finger, we will receive action up. In the same way, when user move his finger on the screen, we will receive another event, motion event dot action move. Now let's print the log on these events. So in the action down, we will write the message as action down. In the same way, we will write the log for different actions. So action move. So this code is only for single touch. Now let's compile again our application. Clear the logs, select the device and press the run button. Okay guys, our application is compiled again. Now when I touch the screen with single finger, I have received action down first and action up again because I have lifted it. Now again let's press the screen. I am receiving action down. Now I am going to move my finger on different location and I am receiving action move. We can also get the location of the touch while moving it. Now I am going to lift my finger and I am receiving action up. So this was for the single touch. Now let's come towards the multiple touch. So in multiple touch, when we touch our multiple fingers on the screen, so in this case, a screen detect multiple touch and we have received all touch events in the form of pointers. So if we are going to press 2 fingers, we will receive 2 pointers. If we touch 4 fingers, we will receive 4 pointers and so on. For this, now let's define these pointers as well. In this case, we will define motion event. So the difference between the single touch and the multiple touch event is, in single touch we receive motion event dot action down, whereas in multiple touch we receive motion event dot action pointer downs, because we are going to receive the touch in the form of pointers. In the same way, we will receive the pointers for action down. So I am receiving the error. For this I will have to write it action up. So now let's define the logs for these pointers. So action pointer down. In the same way for action pointer up. So okay guys, now let's select the device, clear the logs and compile the application again. So now I am going to touch my 2 fingers on the screen. So I just have pressed my 2 fingers, and in this case I am receiving action pointer down. I also have received action down because I cannot be able to press 2 fingers simultaneously. Now my fingers are little bit shivering, so I am receiving action move again and again. So in the same way, when I am going to lift 2 my fingers, and I am receiving action pointer up and then action up. So we can also define the number of touch or number of pointers. For this I will write event dot get pointer count. In the same way I will write for it. Now let's clear the logs and compile the code again. So guys, now I am going to press my 2 fingers again because my fingers are shivering, so screen is detected different movement. So here I have received action pointer down 2 because I have pressed my 2 fingers on different points. And when I am lifted up, I am receiving action pointer up 2 fingers. In the same way, clear the logs. Now I am going to press my 3 fingers. So here you can see here, first I have received pointer down 2 and then 3 because I was unable to touch 3 fingers simultaneously. They are coming one after another. So in the same way, when I am going to touch my 5 fingers on the screen, so you can see here I have received action down 5, and when I am going to move my finger I am receiving dot move. So guys, this was enough for this session. See you in next video.